location.
Want to tell the kids what we're doing?
We are working. We are making wasteful YouTube videos so people can watch them and have lots of comedy at night before they go to bed.
We're moving the pickup holes.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yes.
We are a 2.2 inch hole location. Do you see that?
We're moving this over so that can fit in.
You were correct, but you didn't show them everything.
Alright, there's more.
You'd have to watch a video before this one.
I'm sure it'll be uploaded.
So, we used to have this one, which is our high oil line. Now we're going to our low oil line. Now the low oil line sits low in the pan instead of being high in the pan. That's why you call it a low and not a high, because the other one had the oil line up here. So this one's going to be lower, so it should be in oil all the time, so there's no air in it. We also shorten it up down here, so we only got an 1/8 of an inch clearance between the pan and the bottom of our pickup, so you don't have any vortexing, which is where you suck air from the top down into it. Now when we did this 90-degree fitting here, it became too long, and now we're hitting over here. And you can see where the hole is over there. So we're a 1/2 inch off. So I'm going to move it over a 1/2 inch on a pattern. So first thing I do is got to figure out what the pattern is. So right now the pattern is 2.2 inches, see up here, on the one way. And then I got to go the other direction and see what it is. And it looks like it's going to be about in that area there. So it looks like he used a real nice standard number there. What the hell is that? Is that metric? It's 433. Great. That's a real nice number. What do you come up with that? I think it's going to be 35, but... Oh, I know what that is.
What is it?
You should know what that number is. What's your IQ?
Bigger than that.
There's a chart over there. Go look it up.
Be right back.
In the video.
Alright, there's the chart.
So what's 430 something? Find 430 something in there yet?
.0430.
No, how about .430?
Oh, how about .430?
Yes.
.430. That's 11 millimeters.
No.
Well, that's what .4331 is.
Yeah, I said close to it. I didn't say exactly.
Alright, I'm stupid.
You already knew that.
It's too tight.
Smaller drill. Look how accurate that is. What's our accuracy level right now?
100%.
Gosh. Yeah, we gotta just jam that right in there. Alright. 85 on depth. So we have that much more to go than what we had. So we're gonna pick up about one more thread.
Sweet.
Maybe.
Or at least a quarter thread.
We'll get 3/4 of the thread at least. Now we're talking a coarse thread, not a fine thread. Now next problem is I don't know if we're going to clear. Oh yeah, we're going to clear big time over here. My problem is I can't push very hard because this is not a very secure operation going on. Look how round that is. This drill bit that we're using right now. Down. What is it, 170?
1.425. Oh, 2.175.
Seems to be a little wobbling going on.
1425. Zero.
Plus or minus 0. Alright. Hokey setup worked. We don't know how accurate the holes are though. We will find that out when we go ahead to put it together. Could be.
Okay, so we have
You have a question that you didn't know how to ask. So what was that ask question you didn't know how to ask?
well, the question is why is the
Okay, we're going to use a bottoming tap for a full hole with a small ID.
bottoming tap in the hand device? Why do you have to start that like that to then? Never mind. Now I understand.
Did you figure it out all by yourself?
That's amazing. I've never seen this done.
Threads tapered,
No.
so the screw goes in easier.
No.
That's why you're using the tapered tap, not the bottoming tap.
And this
first.
tap does not want to go very easily.
No.
Yes.
Come on over here. Take a look.
You don't use the bottoming tap till the end,
We
Wow.
don't.
till you get ready to bottom out.
Is that why it doesn't want to cut?
You better watch out here.
You mean to show you how to do that?
Yeah, you got one?
See, look, I make stuff up,
Yeah.
so I must know what I'm doing.
That's all right. So where's my brand new extra taps I don't have right now?
We're gonna make a shirt that says "I pull threads out."
I break
You
taps.
just frickin' hammer it in there. It'll be fine.
I break taps all
Have you ever seen this?
Use a rivet.
Have you ever seen this?
Countersink?
Have you ever seen this? Spin this. Ooh, have you ever seen this? Spin this on weed.
So, I know what you're doing. You're making a frickin' stash container for the sturgeons. You put your weed in there.
Sturgis stash. No, that's not what's happening.
You sure?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what it is.
Okay, now this here is a plug tap that I shortened,
Put your weed in there.
but it's not a bottoming tap. So it should maybe tap better. The problem is it's dull, so it's not going to cut that good. Now that's how you center it, so you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, the pressure requirements are almost the same. See how much it springs back?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how much you're twisting that tap, trying to break the damn thing. And at some point it goes snap, and you're done. Like right now, it is bottomed out.
Nipple snapple.
Whipple snapple.
What is he doing back there? All we hear is these funny noises and moans and groans, and you're making up words.
Remember, he's working on a shovel head,
Right.
a custom one too. Okay, now we take out the nipple thing that he just said, and we switch over to the bottoming tap. My fancy spiral bottoming tap. Very fancy.
I'm frickin' pulling on this thing for half an hour and I only got.
You know we're videotaping you making all swearing noises over there. See, every now and then you have to go like that. See that dummy over there? Customers know what they're doing.
There he is.
Remember, he said I knew how to do it or something on a shirt? Obviously he did.
I make shit up.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. There you go. Okay, now, if you keep this centered up like that, it doesn't break the tap off when you're only yanking it with one hand. He's still complaining over there. See the tension requirements here are pretty high. See how it just kind of came to a halt? Now, if I keep pushing, guess what happens?
It'll break.
You sure?
Well, I've been there.
Oh, okay.
And then you probably wouldn't be able to unscrew it because it would break down in there. And
On the bottomed out in the hole?
yep.
On the bottom hole? That doesn't come out?
And there's our hole.
Now, what looks better for threads? The ones they did or the ones I did?
I like the ones you did. They look like they're gonna actually grab.
And then we have, that's all we get. Now, is that enough to put the cover on? You notice how I put the bolt in there first.
Mm-hmm.
You look with the camera, see how the bolt is bottomed out, so it's lower than the part we're going to screw to?
Mm-hmm.
So that means the screw will have full contact. It also shows me that if we have a longer bolt by about 1/16 of an inch, that's like 2 more turns down, we have more holding power.
Mm-hmm.
So that means we get to take the 7/8 inch bolt, which is an 1/8 inch longer than this, and we get to shave them down.
And have an extra thread.
Or we take this and we cut this down to get more threads. Which one do you want to do?
Probably cut that one down.
We don't know how thick this is.
And we can measure it.
Thin.
Mm.
We don't know how thin is, though.
But it doesn't matter if we're cutting it down.
Remember I
Right.
checked the oil pan for how
But
thick
look,
it was?
it's this thick right here.
Yeah, see, he only went down 190,000. I went down 225.
All right.
That's why mine goes down deeper. Because I measured how thick the pan was. You know, I figured 25,000 was plenty of thickness for holding oil screws in there. Alright, so there's what a screw looks like. Now I need to do all the other ones without breaking the tap off. Alright, we just got the holes all in here. So, even though it's a hokey way of drilling tap, and you can see how it's not binding, the plate's free to float. Unlike the last one. So, I'm going to tighten this down here. I'm going to probably wind up making longer, or I'm going to cut down longer screws. Most likely it's what I'll do, but we'll see. These will have to be safety wired in here so they won't come out. So this is basically how the hose is going to be right here. We're going to have a piece of 3/16 rod between here and here so it doesn't chafe on that sharp edge right there. And then we're going to have our, this is basically our 3/16 right here. See how it drags on the hose right now. Now I can twist this lightly here to put pressure on that so it has a good firm press against it. Once we're all the way in. This here's a trap door we got right now, which is a little bit on the long side. So it goes in there. Let's get this drill out of the way. So now I'm going to have to go ahead and put a cutout up in here. I have to measure, see where it's going to be at. It's going to be up here toward the top, right in this area. And if it goes right through with that dowel, right where that pin is, we can't do it this way. So I have to see where that comes in at. If it does, then this door has to be remade and made differently, or shorten it up, or do something to make it work. This is too long. It needs to be cut back to about here. That's all the door you need. So anyway, we've got to play with that next, figure it out. Most likely to get another door made. And I was thinking about putting a door here, but I don't want to do that. You would open this door and open up this door here, and all the foamy oil would go right from here, right into here, and then straight back into our sump. We don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and restrict the flow by having a baffle in here. I'll probably just put little scallop notches under here to let oil go through on the floor, so the foam would be up on the top stopped, but enough flow that it could go all the way through. And obviously it'll be cut where the line goes here, so we'll have a notch right here, and it'll be semi-loose, so it won't have to be, it won't be totally closed up. It'll have some leakage around there too. And the one up in the front here will have a lot more leakage up around this one. And the same thing, little notches on the bottom. That'll be this plate here. So we can go ahead and make all this other stuff up too. And then I'll have to take the hose fitting right here and go ahead and get this connected to the hose so we'll actually see where the stuff all officially is going to lay. So anyway, that's where we're at for now. So for now I'm done for the night. So we'll move on to this tomorrow.